Day 22. I do feel like hell today, and it's not because of carnivore, it's actually the opposite. It's because of carbs. So I'm gonna tell you what happened yesterday, and I'm very slowly dying over here, but I wanted to share this because you have to see it. Really, you have to see it. I didn't even shower. I feel awful. Yesterday I tried to fast as long as I could. So I did start eating at 10:30. Usually I wake up at 5, so 10:30 it's a long time to fast for me. Um, then I was very good at the beginning. I did make my beef heart and also my beef bacon, and it was so delicious. But then I still had some carnivore cake in my fridge. I ate that because I didn't want to throw it away. So that's one thing I also have to work on, not to be, oh my God, I don't want to throw away food, but then I will maybe feel bad. So I did eat it. It was with whipped cream and egg whites, mascarpone, and a piece of banana. Um, I did eat that, and then after I was hungry at 3 again. Um, I started feeling very, very tired, and it's because of coffee. The last couple of days, because my son had birthday, we had a lot of social, responsibilities. So I did drink maybe 2, 3 times a day coffee, which I don't usually drink that much, and very hardcore coffee, so it's very strong. And my body got used to it. I can feel it, it's without coffee, I'm not functioning right now, and that's not good. And so I need to ease it out again. But I didn't have a choice, because I do have a son, I do have responsibilities, and I cannot just go sleep. So I did have to function, and that's what I did. So I did drink coffee. Then I was feeling so tired and stressed, and just being down is one of the most trigger for me to be hungry, even when I'm not hungry. But my hormones or whatever is happening in my body is just going crazy. So at 3 o'clock, I did eat the same thing, like beef and bacon, and a lot of butter. I did eat more butter than usual, so I was very happy with that. I didn't got diarrhea from that or something. Because I did eat butter since I started, like always a little piece, and it's just getting more and more. So it's important for me. Some people maybe don't can work with butter, so they have alternatives. If you're lactose intolerant, you have ghee, you have a lot of other stuff, especially Steak and Butter Girl is, showing you different kind of things you can eat when you're sensitive. I'm sorry, I'm in so much pain, but I do want to share this because you need to see my face, honestly, when I'm in pain. And after eating, the good stuff, the carnivore stuff, I was feeling, so tired because of the thing I told before. And then I went to the fridge, and there was still a chocolate left. I didn't eat the chocolate, but it was left from my son's birthday party, and people were giving him also chocolate, so it was there. And I was craving it so much because I was sleepy. My brain needed energy, and fast energy is sugar or coffee. So I did have the coffee, it didn't help. But I didn't have the sugar. So my brain went to take it, you need it. And I was like fighting it. And it's not easy. People who can easily fight it, they wouldn't be in the situation to have to change something and to lose weight. They would just, be in a good shape anyway and just have a strong mind. I'm not that kind of person. I don't have a strong mind. So every day I'm doing this, I'm so fucking proud of myself because that's not how I usually work. So I then think, what can I do to get over this without eating this chocolate? So I didn't have anything like mascarpone or fruits at home besides one banana. So I did eat the banana, but it still didn't satisfy me. It was still not enough. So I was still craving it, sitting there, doing something else, trying to, think about something else. I couldn't eat any meat anymore and eggs and butter because I did eat it and it didn't help. And that day, usually it does help, but that day it just didn't. My body was so freaking tired and wanted sugar. So I went to the kitchen and I thought, what can I do? So I remembered that I still had protein powder left without sugar, with stevia, and I had some milk. So I did make myself the protein shake, like this much. I did drink it and it helped. But then 1 hour later, I was still craving something. So I did it again, you know. And one thing I saw, it doesn't work just, with that. So I did have some tapioca balls left. It's from the bubble tea, the things that are not exploding, but they're, yeah, like chewing gum a little bit. Tapioca it looks like a sweet potato. And they make these bubbles out of this, how do you say? Yeah, this thing. And that's how bubble tea is made. And I put a handful of them into my protein powder, and tapioca is like just made out of carbs, like a sweet potato. It's just, carbs. It's not some unhealthy carbs in carnivore where yes, it's unhealthy, but still carbs. And after it, I was just feeling like I'm fainting, really. I'm fainting. I didn't have pain or something, but I was so freaking tired, so nothing helped. Then my mom and my son came, and thankfully my mom said, you know what, you look awful. You're, pale. Just go to sleep. I'm gonna take care of your son. So I was so happy because I went to bed and I fall asleep immediately. I was just so done. I couldn't even walk. It was horrible. I didn't have that for a long time in that kind of way, and I started having pain. It's here. Here is the pain part I do have, and it's jumping also. And I do have that when my stomach gets bloated, and it started to bloat, and then this part here is very hard and problematic. I was a doctor, so we did have all the pictures made and so on. So nobody knows what is actually it. They have just suggestions that is maybe from the stomach, just crashing with the ribs, and that's what make the problems, because it's just horrible. And I did have that when I was vegan the most, and when I was vegetarian, because of all the green stuff I was eating. I was always having a bloated stomach, which I didn't have 21 days until yesterday. So carnivore is not making any problems right now. It's everything else, it's the banana with its carbs, it's the bubble tea I did drink, even if it's just that much, it was causing again these problems. Maybe also it can be the bacon, because I didn't eat bacon for a long time, and the beef bacon is also very fatty, and I did create a lot of it, like this handful, because I was craving it, so I did eat it, but I never eaten it before. So maybe I was also not good with the bacon part for my body, maybe my body needs more time to adjust to also the bacon part. And that's what, this also is, to make experiment. Unfortunately. And I wasn't happy with myself that I ate the carbs with the tapioca, but it was better. So I have to be proud of myself that I didn't eat, the chocolate, because I knew myself I went out and just eat all the cookies you can buy and all the popcorn you can buy, because then I would just say, oh, now I did something stupid. Now I'm gonna make it really stupid, and that's just stupid. So if you have any chance to, if you have this feeling and you are not gonna conquer it with butter and steaks and the carnivore stuff, and you are in the beginning, try to have some fruit at home, even some dry fruit. So if your normal fruit will then go to waste, but even some dry fruit, just to have it, just to have this instead of something, it will trigger your going crazy. It's not about that this is better than a chocolate. No, it's not. But for me it is, because I know it's not that triggering to overdo it, to overeat it, because my body still thinks, okay, it's still a healthier option than the chocolate. So I don't want to, overdo it. Eat it as much as you need. It's okay. It's still fine. And that's a good thing, honestly. I wouldn't manage to go now 22 days without this thinking like this. And yeah, I did wake up with severe pain, actually here, I do have also lady problems in this, but the stomach was bloated, and it wasn't bloated for 20 days, 21 days. I didn't have, maybe I have that once a little bit, but that's it. I didn't have that the whole time. And I went to the toilet. We're gonna be very open about it. And I couldn't go because I was in severe pain. So I couldn't, you have to, but you can't because this pain is from this stomach part, and it was just hurting so much. So what I can tell you, what will help, you can buy in a pharmacy these little things. It's called Clistir in my country. I don't know if it's called the same in America and so on. It's, you put it in your butt and it's a liquid, so it's gonna help you do the stuff in the toilet, especially if you have constipation or something like this. Be careful with overdoing it because you can affect your normal bowel movement, but in the beginning it will help. It saved my life when I was pregnant, so I totally can tell you to have it just in case at home if you have problems in this kind of matter and not having diarrhea. If you have diarrhea, this black, it's not pills, it's like, I don't know the English word for it, but it's little black thingies you can buy in a pharmacy. That will help with diarrhea as well. If you really are, it's just people are telling about exploding in diarrhea. I didn't have this experience. I have the other experience. So this will, manage it out. And there are a lot of tips. I also shared some from the last video, but there are a lot of tips, especially Steak and Butter Go and all the doctors giving you how to manage this. So don't be afraid that this will happen because you have solutions. You just have to find out what it is that is causing you this kind of problems. So I went to the toilet. It went a little bit better. Now I can stand normally. I was standing like this the whole morning. It was horrible. It was really horrible. So today I wanted to make a real review also with that, and to be honest about it, because you shouldn't feel bad if you're failing and eating something, but I think you can manage to fail differently. You have to fail not to eat a cookie, but to have something that will just get you over this, and overeat then protein powder or the fruits or whatever it is that satisfies you but will not trigger you to quit and trigger you to go out and say fuck off, I'm a failure. I think that's important. So also I wanted to be honest, I don't know if you see that, my skin, it's not good. It's not good at all. So I didn't put makeup and anything on. It's right now it's not good, and I think it's because of the hormones and the time of the month and whatever. But it's just not magically healing. But I do feel that, especially with the bloating part, it healed this part of me, and that is worth $1 million, not to have constantly everyday problems with your stomach and bloating and stuff like this. That one did help. Everything else is still remaining the same after 22 days. This is not a magic power. I told in my last video. Carnivore will help you with maybe in different kind of ways, maybe with finding friends, maybe also with being part of a cool community, being maybe more social, or starting to have less anxieties, or you will just want to go out more and stuff like this. So it can be for everybody something else, and it takes time. It takes time to learn, and I am learning the hard way, with having this pain, failing, eating stuff. I know it's still hurting me, but it's better than to go to the sugary alternatives and then just completely fail. And that's what I'm fighting now, 22 days in, with really missing popcorn, really missing cookies, but knowing myself, I can't do it in moderation. That's just my problem. I can't. I'm overeating until I almost puke, and that's the problem I'm having. If you are a person that can moderate, You're so lucky. You are such a lucky person. But most people who are doing carnivore do that also because they cannot eat in moderation. And if they eat something of their favorite food, they will just eat until they explode. That's the issue. That's the problem we have, all of us have. I saw online almost the people, telling me. So find your not trigger foods. Also, one awful thing was I was watching yesterday, a movie, and they were eating popcorn. It triggers so hard. So I realized that my watching, stuff and watching shorts and watching movies, it's getting out of control again. I'm addicted to that, and in a bad way, like in a very bad way, not in a binge watching ha 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 way, in a very, having social problems because of that way. So I always try to, when I'm getting into this, try to force myself to get rid of it, because it's tough. It's really tough, and it triggers really the, oh my god, I want to eat this and that because I'm looking at it, and it can be even some kind of like avocado or something like this, and I know I wouldn't feel good after it. So that's the important part. But now the best part. Now listen to this. I went on a scale because I do that every morning. It's just a habit, and it helped me to manage and know why am I gaining, why I'm not gaining, when do I lose weight, because you have about 3 kg. Almost every person does go up and down in the course of even weeks. So you can have 2 to 3 kg more in one day, but lose 3 kg one day after. So I don't know why this is, but it is, for me, it is extreme like this. And I ate so much yesterday. I ate so much fat. I ate so much butter, like never before, in that kind of matter. I did eat really the stuff I loved, like the beef heart. I love it. The butter. I love it. The beef bacon. I love it. So I was so happy and satisfied. And I did even eat the cake, with so much whipped cream. You cannot imagine. It's like, I think, did I upload a video? I'm not sure. I don't think so. And it's just, and drink milk in the evening. So I did a lot of things that were actually wrong. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna gain weight. I'm feeling bad. I did everything wrong. But in the morning I went on the scale, and it was the first time I saw a number that I never saw before. I never saw it before. Before in my diets, I always had like 66 point something kg on the scale, going up and down to 78 kg. So I did have 78 kg when I was my worst, and I was like, I have to show a video of that. It was just horrible how I looked and everything. And over the course of time, different kind of diets, different kind of, stopping eating sugar 7 months, and, being some vegan and just eating salad. So all of these things did have an impact, and I was losing and gaining. And my lowest was always 66 something, actually 67 something. And now my scale showed the first time 65.8. It's still just 300 grams difference than with all my other diets, but it's the first time. But with eating so much things that I thought will make me fat, like this bacon and this butter and all these things, and I was eating, and whipped cream, so much of it, and damn it, I lost weight because I ate so much. And that's what I was telling you. You need to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Because I did eat so less, a couple of days ago, and I didn't lose weight at all. I didn't. And now, the first time I was eating that, really I was finding something that is satisfying me, and it tasted amazing. And I ate so much of it, and much of the butter and everything. I did lose the first time weight into this point, which I didn't saw for years. The last time I had this 65 before, even if it's 0.8, it doesn't matter. It was when I was, I don't know, 23, so 25, 10 years ago. So, day 22, and I lost how much? 300 grams like now, which is different. It's not, 8 kg, what everybody expected. No, it's not. It's actually in the whole big picture of my losing weight journey, it's just 300 grams, but it's 300 grams, which I didn't lose 10 years, So, and especially not being full and satisfied and eating enough. I was always, eating less and tracking calories, and it's been so horrible and complicated. So there is a way. There is just, you need time. You need time to figure out what works for you. You need to take this time. And if it doesn't work for you and you're gaining weight, that's perfect. That's perfect that you're doing this. Embrace it. Be happy about it, because you're gonna learn, and your body will learn if you just keep going on and find your ways how you can keep on going. But don't give up. Really don't give up. I watched so many videos. It was unbelievable. Thousands of videos I watched during this time now about all the carnivores, having 600 to 700 comments, reading them, and almost everybody has the same opinion. It takes time. It takes months to get sometimes to the point where you suddenly drop weight, where you suddenly are not hungry, where you suddenly don't have any diarrhea and all this stuff anymore. So be patient. And I know it's hard. For me, it's very hard. I'm one of the impatient person ever. So you if I can do that, oh my God, then you can do it as much as, I'm like a horrible person with these kind of things. And if I'm addicted to something and I want to eat to something, my brain just goes into fuck off, I'm gonna do it. So if I'm managing to do it, then you will. Believe me, you will get there, and let's get there together. This community is so amazing. It doesn't matter on which video you will write a comment, ask a question. On Steak and Butter Girl, they have a whole community there. So, and Dr. Barry or whoever, find your place, comment there, and you will get answers. You will get friends, people who will support you to get there. Yes, online friends, but still, you will get there. And I'm pretty sure in America you have with kind of these communities, you will maybe have reality friends living nearby you. I don't have that. I didn't find anybody here right now, but I think I will get there. Maybe I will convince somebody one day, but you know what I mean. So I hope you will be lucky to find your community, and it will help. So let's get together there, and if you have a bad day, have that bad day. Don't quit. Don't say I'm a failure, I can't do it. Just embrace your quitting days. Embrace it and say, oh, okay, great, I had this awful day. I'm so happy that I have this awful day. I will learn from it. I will, be like a phoenix, and I'm gonna get up the ashes, freshly new baby born, and I'm gonna start over, because you always can start over. It doesn't matter. So you can do that. Motivational speak while, having so much pain because of carbs. Fuck off carbs. Honestly, carnivore is the real deal. Really, really. Okay, I'm gonna die, but it's getting better. It's really getting better. So I'm happy. The coffee helped me somehow a little bit. I have the feeling. So, just take what your body needs and help it, and don't feel bad about it. See you tomorrow.